way is clear.
My house is never at peace with your weak Federation.
But I'd better get moving. Your headache will be the least of my problems. I just hope this little implanted device does the trick.
If I don't beam out of here now, I probably won't escape those bloody Klingons. Nice ship you got there. Bit small though.
Size doesn't matter. I've been fearing this from guys like you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Next stop, Colony 7.
Personal log. Ensign Gordon Dufresne. Another exciting day on Hetlick Station is nearing its end. My shift at the plasma conversion facility has been, well, as boring as usual, and ever since Lieutenant Norton, my supervisor, has returned from his latest leave, he's become even more irritating. If of course that's possible. But I suppose I really shouldn't complain. Since the Dominion War ended, the peace in the Alpha Quadrant has been shaky at best, and if the political turmoil turns toward a galactic war again, I suppose that I'm much safer on a remote Federation outpost on a backwater planet than on a ship of the line. Well, I guess I'll go to the bar, see if any of my friends are there, and have another drink or two before I go to bed. Whoa, what a crazy dream. Computer, switch on the lights. What time is it?
The time is 21:29.
Damn! My shift started 30 minutes ago. I have to get to work, fast. I slept in my uniform, again. Well, at least it saved some time. Surface. I don't have time for the subway. I better go to the transporter room and beam to her.
Hi, Gordon.
Hey, listen, you have to do me a favor. I know it's against regulations, but can't you just beam me to work? This is the last time.
If anyone finds out that I beam you regularly without authorization, I'll get in big trouble.
If I don't get there in 5 minutes, I'll be in trouble for sure.
Well, okay, but this is the last time, and you owe me.
Sure, whatever you want.
Step on the platform. Energizing.
Gordon! The boss wants to see you in his office. He doesn't look very happy.
That's it. Guys, find each other. It seems I don't want to leave only 26 hours a day. This link has been trying to harmonize the plasma stream for over an hour now. It's your job. Had you gotten up in time? Now go and help him.
Yes, sir.
I hope he wasn't too harsh with you. What the?
Attention all personnel. We've experienced a power cascade in the energy grid. Several systems are offline, including shields and long-range scanners. The cause is under... Oh my god. Several Klingon vessels are decloaking. We are being boarded.
Why are the Klingons attacking us? We've been at peace with them for decades. Hurry, go check for Miguel and the lieutenant. I'll go. Plasma converter. With the communicator still offline, you'll have to report back to me personally.
Oh no, Miguel's dead. The lieutenant is gone. I'd better go and tell Ling. Miguel's dead. His office was empty.
Well, perhaps he hid somewhere. After I finish securing everything, I'll look for him. I'll do to help defend the more critical parts of the outpost.
Hey, I'm not leaving you here alone.
Gordon, our plasma converter is only of tertiary importance. But someone has to stay behind to secure it and make sure the Klingons can't wreak havoc with it. Besides, I'm your commanding officer and ordering you to go.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Gordon.
I hear footsteps. A lot of footsteps.
Run! They're right behind us! Open the door for us. We'll cover you.
Already on it, sir. Door's open, come on.
Nice work, Romanoff. That was close. Listen to Freund. It's good to see someone else is still alive, apart from those damn Klingons. Okay, we need to keep moving. That corridor is blocked. I wonder if the cargo lift is still operational.
No further, human, or your comrade will die. Put down your weapon and surrender.
They kill us all, the train. Do something.
Thank you. The Klingons surprised me. 2 of my ribs are broke.
I'll take care of your injuries. We'll only take a minute.
Damn, this gas is blocking our way. See if you can cut the flow somehow, DeFreund. This is one of the scientific labs. It used to be one, that is.
The Klingons tried to access the lab's databanks. They did not get through the security layers.
Considering the damage they did to this room, it must have made them pretty angry.
But they did steal the alien artifacts that were being examined in here.
What artifacts?
Didn't you hear about it? A couple of weeks ago. They found some unidentifiable artifacts not far from the outpost. The scientists haven't been able to ascertain who created them, or what they were for.
I wonder if they have something to do with the invasion.
Not likely, I think. Or have you ever heard of Klingons being interested in archaeology?
This discussion is not relevant to our current situation. The comm system is still down, but the Klingons appear to have occupied this section of the outpost. If we reach transporter room AA-23, we can beam to friendly territory.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's get going.
The path to the transporter room is blocked by this force field.
We'll have to take the long way around then.
The Klingons blew their way through this wall.
Well then, good for us. Finally, we're behind the force field.
Time is of the essence, Mr. Dufresne. Come on.
I'm right behind you.
Oh no, another force field. So, how do we get around this one?
Stupid humans. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the ethnical diversity of Starfleet. I hope you're not offended, Vulcan.
No, not at...
Silence! You have killed many of my warriors. Now you will die for your deeds.
She's flooding the room with reactor coolant. It's compressed. There's enough of it in there to flood half the room.
Why are you doing this? Why did you attack our outpost? We're at peace.
My house was never at peace with your weak Federation. And now, prepare to die dishonorably.
Perhaps we won't. This force field is fluctuating. We might be able to overload it with concentrated fire.
Sounds like our only chance.
Your pitiful attempts fail. Your luck saved you, but not for long.
Come on, maybe we can catch her before she escapes. There's not enough space up there for the four of us. DeFreund, you take a shot at her. We'll wait for you before we go into the next room.
The Klingon beamed out before I could get to her.
Okay, never mind. Our main priority is to get to the transporter room. There's only a few more meters, but there seem to be Klingons in the next room. We have to move fast. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. T'Pok, unlock the door.
Give up, intruder!
Romanoff, take right. T'Pok, left. That was the last of them. The door over there leads to the transporter room. Come on.
Finally.
I'll enter the coordinates of the command center. According to the sensor information we got in the lab, there are still Starfleet personnel in there. Energy's low. We can only beam one at a time. T'Pok, you're first. Step onto the platform. Now you, Romanoff.
I sure hope that the command center hasn't been overrun by now, or we will be in for a surprise when we arrive.
Wait! Something's wrong! The carrier wave is being deflected. His signal is destabilizing. I'm losing him! Oh my god. What have I done? I've killed him!
It wasn't your fault. The Klingons must have activated a transport scrambler.
I killed him! He trusted me and I killed him.
Move it.
Lieutenant, listen. There was nothing you could do.
What have I done?
He seems to be in shock. The transporter scrambler must be very near. I have to take it out. Lieutenant, listen to me. I'll be gone for a few minutes. You stay right here and wait for me.
My god, I didn't want this!
I only hope the Klingons don't come in here while I'm gone. Yes, the Scrambler's history. Now back to the transporter room. Lieutenant? He's gone. Either he beamed himself to safety, or he just ran off. Anyway, I don't have time to look for him. If I don't beam out of here now, I probably won't escape those bloody Klingons.
In the first chapter.
Anson, how nice of you to finally turn up. This link has been trying to harmonize the plasma stream for over an hour now. Which was your job, had you gotten up in time. Now go and help her.
Yes, sir.
Attention all personnel. We've experienced a power cascade in the energy grid. Several systems are offline, including shields and long-range scanners. The cause is unknown. Oh my god. Several Klingon vessels are decloaking. We are being boarded.
The lieutenant is gone.
Listen to Freund. It's good to see someone else is still alive, apart from those damn Klingons.
But they did steal the alien artifacts that were being examined in here.
What artifacts?
Didn't you hear about it? A couple of weeks ago, they found some unidentifiable artifacts not far from the outpost.
So, how do we get around this one?
My house was never at peace with your weak Federation. And now, prepare to die dishonorably.
Anyway, I don't have time to look for him. If I don't beam out of here now, I probably won't escape those bloody Klingons.
5 weeks before the events of the first chapter. Minus system.
Computer log, Ilya Eriksson. I have entered the atmosphere of the moon of -5, where I want to meet Renzo Tri, an old informant of mine. 4 years ago, I caught him smuggling Tetrion disruptors to Irpaka 8. Instead of turning him over to the authorities, I convinced him to provide me with information about the darker side of Freya Sector. I got a message from him in which he claimed to know something about a big-time crime operation on his home planet in the Mina system. Normally, my organization doesn't waste its time on criminals, but I've got a feeling that something big is going on here. Anyway, after having landed in the capital, I'm going to a shooting range not far from the spaceport, where he wants to get in contact with me. Loki, end log and encrypt into secondary life support operating computer.
Comply.
Now open a channel to starport control and ask for permission to land.
Comply. Permission is granted. Landing pad 43.
Excellent. Initiate landing sequence.
Welcome to our holy moon, child. Your identity has been confirmed. Please don't move. We will scan you for weapons.
Is this really necessary? I hate being scanned.
I'm afraid I have to insist. A terrible crime happened 2 weeks ago. Several holy artifacts have been stolen from the shrine of the city. 5 priests have been killed during the raid.
Who did it?
We don't know yet. Now please stand by for the security scan. Thank you. May the stars bless your journey.
This must be the shooting range Remzo mentioned. My name is Erickson. I am a friend of Remzo Tri. Is he here?
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone by that name. But please, feel free to use our shooting grounds. Perhaps you'll find enlightenment there.
I have an incoming message on my pad.
Ilya, it's me, Remso. I have to verify your identity. Please choose the weapon that led us together. Then, shoot a target for every year we've known each other.
I thought about your question. I think I know this Remzo Tri after. Go to the small dock not far from here and tell the ferryman that Emon sent you.
I don't like these games a bit. Can't you just tell me where Remzo is?
I don't know where he is. Go to the ferryman, child. He will tell you how to continue your journey.
I hope the information is worth all this running around. Hello. Eamon sent me.
Ah, a good friend of mine. Friendship makes the stars grow brighter. Please step on the ship. Go to the marketplace and find my brother. He will wait for you near the stairs leading to our holy shrine.
But to answer your question, we call our planet Agron Ear. This translates into 5th colony in your language. The origins of that name is unknown, but some scientists think that our race might have not originated on this moon, but that our ancestors came from the stars and colonized this world. But now back to the history of the building to my left.
Starfleet. Even unsure if they're interested in other cultures.
I am sorry. Children are not allowed to enter the shrine.
I'm 28 years old. I'm not exactly a kid anymore.
Wow, little wrong, Vincent.
Whatever.
Besides, we had a robbery here 2 weeks ago. So even if you were much older, we wouldn't let you in.
You must be Ilya. Please follow me. I will lead you to your destination.
It's about time.
This elevator will take you to the roof. Follow the corridor and you will find who you are looking for.
Thanks. Remzo, finally! Why this hide-and-seek game?
I fear for my life, Ilya. Did you hear about the robbery of those religious artifacts?
Yes, I heard. Did you have anything to do with it?
The sad answer is yes. You see, I was approached by this female Klingon. She offered me an incredible amount of latinum. All I had to do was deactivate the transport inhibitor that protects the shrine. I did this, the Klingons beamed in, stole the artifacts, and beamed out.
You helped the Klingons steal important artifacts of your people?
I never was the religious type.
I hadn't guessed. You know that they also killed several Minizians during the robbery?
I know that, Ilya. And I regret it. Really.
So, why do you fear for your life?
When I tried to collect my payment, the female Klingon Tagara tried to kill me. I could only escape with much luck. She has left the planet, but I think she still has people on the moon who are looking for me. Listen, Ilya. Tagara is evil, even by Klingon standards, and she is planning something very dangerous. I thought that if I helped you find out what she's planning, I might repay some of my guilt.
And perhaps get her people off your back when we have taken care of her?
Yes, that would be a nice side effect. Anyway, I found out her next stop will be the Revo system. She's traveling in a Klingon D7 cruiser. I'll transfer its warp signature to your pad.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
That's all I ask, Ilya. Good luck.
Computer log, Ilya Eriksson. Using the warp signature Remzo gave me, I have found the Klingon cruiser. Thanks to my cloaking device, I've been able to follow the ship for the last few days. Yesterday, the D7 suddenly changed course and has entered the XFH-234R system. They are now in orbit of an uninhabited M-class planet. Or not so uninhabited. Loki's sensors have picked up a building on the planet, where several Klingons beamed down a few minutes ago. I'll have to beam down a few kilometers away so their sensors can't detect the transport. Sensors detected a cave system directly under the building. Might be a way in. I have to be careful though. Loki warned me about an unsentient but very dangerous species of predators on this planet. charming smell I've discovered. Anyway, I'll have to find a way to the upper levels of the building. This is one of the artifacts stolen from Minos. So, the owner of this house must have something to do with the robbery. And with whatever else the cleaners are planning. Security bots. I'll have to watch my step. They seem to be holding a conference in there. I can't hear a word they're saying. But the female Klingon must be Tagara. A shame I can't see who she's talking to. This must be their security room. I wonder if I can spy on their conference from here. Voila.
Tell me, Norton, why are you already wearing this uniform?
During the last year on Hadley, I've discovered it's quite comfortable.
It's making me uneasy. But back to business. As soon as you bring down the defenses.
You can begin your dirty work, but beat me up before you start. I don't want to get caught between the lines. You should also not forget that Hadley Station is not our primary objective. As soon as you have secured it and the artifact center camp there, we will begin our search for Colony 7.
I know that, Norton. We'll...
What's Colony 7?
We have an intruder.
Mothership! We need reinforcements.
They know where I am.
Door locked. Room secure.
They're waiting for me to come out. Loki, can you beam me up? Loki, do you copy? Damn.
The human finally woke up, mistress.
It took her long enough. A weak species. Did you find out how she knew about our meeting with our associate? Has he betrayed us?
I don't know, mistress, but we found a cloaking device on her ship. We think she's followed us to this planet. Her ship has been placed in the secondary cargo bay. I will begin to interrogate her immediately.
No, I want to be present when you do. First, I will pay a visit to the chief engineer and see how far he is with preparing the special devices. You'd better accompany me. It should serve to remind him that he will enjoy your special talents if he continues to disappoint me.
Yes, Mistress Tegara.
I feel like a salvo photon torpedo's detonated inside my head. But I'd better get moving. Or a headache will be the least of my problems. I just hope this little implanted device does the trick. Would have taken me 10 more seconds to get through. If I can sneak to my ship, I might be able to escape and inform the agency.
A glorious battle is awaiting us.
It would be glorious if we attacked Starfleet openly and didn't resort to sabotage.
Honor lies in victory, and victorious we shall be.
Engineer, how far are you with your preparations?
My men are making final adjustments this very moment.
Good. Further delays would have brought unpleasant consequences, especially for you.
Yes, Mistress. There will be no further delays. The digging lasers will be ready when we need them.
This had better be true. The future of the Empire depends on the success of our endeavor.
I will not fail you, Mistress.
Good. And now, Calror, we will go back to the infirmary and commence the questioning.
It will be my pleasure, Mistress.
What would they need digging lasers for?
Engineering to my back and turbo. We have a coolant leak in the room to your right. Fix it.
Yes. Give us a few more minutes. We're back. You calibrate the coolant flow, while I keep an eye on the energy output.
Loki, finally! Let's get off this bucket as fast as possible. Initiate emergency launch sequence, Loki.
Good morning.
Those doors are closed. Well, we'll have to change that. Ready photon torpedo. Fire.
Now we'll see. Where's the human? What was that? Bridge, report!
Mistress, the secondary cargo bay has decompressed. A small ship is fleeing fast.
That's her! Bring the ship about and fire at will. I'm coming to the bridge.
The Klingon ship is following us. They're preparing to fire.
Maximum energy to the aft shields, Loki. I only need a few more seconds. Beam the crate with the explosives 50,000 kilometers before us on our flight path. Activate the cloaking device on my mark and detonate the explosives 1.5 seconds after it. Now!
The ship has been destroyed, Mistress.
Did she send any subspace messages?
No, Mistress.
Excellent. Our secrets have been preserved. Communications. Inform Norton that he can continue with his mission. Helm, cloak us and set a course to the outskirts of the Hetlex system. The rest of the fleet should be waiting for us there. The rest of the fleet. And infinite glory.
Computer log, Ilya Eriksson. I have sent my report to my superiors in the agency. I'm to meet one of them back on Minas.
Miss Eriksson, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Tell me, how are you?
Listen, can we skip the pleasantries? The matter's important after all.
I see you haven't changed much since I recruited you for 31. Still all business. Very well. We have read your report very carefully, and we agree with your conclusions. The Klingons plan an attack on the Starfleet outpost in the Hetlex system.
Have you been able to identify the person they met with?
The face and the voice fits to Lieutenant Edward Norton of Hetlex Station. He supervises the plasma conversion there.
He will sabotage the defense system so that the Klingons can slaughter the people there. We have to warn Starfleet immediately.
No, Miss Eriksson, we won't.
We'll take care of the infiltrator ourselves? Sir, I volunteer for this operation.
No, you misunderstood me. We won't warn Starfleet, and we won't interfere with the Klingon operation.
What? You're not saying we'll allow these criminals to conquer a Federation outpost?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Think about it. What does it gain Tagara to conquer a relatively unimportant Federation outpost? They're after this Colony 7 you mentioned in your report. Whatever it is, it must be very important for Tagara and this Norton to risk so much. And Hadlac is the key. If we alert Starfleet, they will send in a fleet. The Klingons will abort the attack and try to reach their goals differently. No, it's better if we just monitor the proceedings to find out what the Klingons are planning. As soon as we know what's going on, we intervene and eliminate every threat to the Federation that might present itself. Believe me, this is the most prudent course of action.
I don't like it a bit. We're sacrificing the crew of the outpost.
Their death won't be in vain. They're helping us to identify a possibly major threat to the Federation. You will take your ship to the Helix system and monitor the events as they unfold. Miss Eriksson, will you follow my orders?
You make it sound as if I had a choice.
The fleet is in position.
Send the encrypted signal to Norton.
Now go and help her.
Yes, sir.
Ah, finally, the signal. Computer, execute program TR-23.
We've experienced a power cascade in the energy grid. Several systems are offline, including shields and long-range scanners.
Decloak us. Transport the troops to the surface.
Because it's under... Oh my god. Several Klingon vessels are decloaking. We are being boarded.
Loki, boost power to the sensors and monitor the proceedings.
Good line. Intercepting a signal from the Klingon flagship.
I hate my job.
Computer log, Ensign Dufresne. When I beamed to the command center, I had almost expected to find me surrounded by Klingons. Luckily, that was not the case. The command center was still in our hands, and T'Pok was waiting for me there, but no Lieutenant Marks. T'Pok and myself didn't get much time to rest. After hearing our brief report, Commander Calvera sent us on a very important mission. We are to find a way to the old and abandoned lower levels of Hedlick Station. Those levels have not been changed since the station was constructed 100 years ago. The commander thinks that there's still a working access panel to the energy system down there. If we reach it, we can reinitialize the power and give Hedlick Station shields and phasers again, making it impossible for the Klingons to beam down additional reinforcements, and making the space around our planet a very uncomfortable place for the Klingon fleet.
There's a lift to lower levels in subsection 76, not far from here. Most doors on the way are secured, however. I propose you find a way to the lift for us, while I review the plans of the lower levels.
Ah, yes. As usual, I get the boring part.
Tapak, I've reached the lift. The way is clear.
I'll be there shortly.
Meanwhile, elsewhere on Headweg 12.
With the artifacts from Minus and Headlock Station, locating Colony 7 has been pretty easy. In fact, Headlock Station is only a few hundred kilometers from here.
Good work. For a human.
You flatter me, Mistress.
Mistress, the digging lasers are making progress.
Excellent. Inform me when you have broken through the shielded hull of the colony. We'll then beam down.
I better keep an eye on the digging. I don't want you brutes to damage Colony 7 more than necessary.
Do that, Norton. Tagara to flagship.
Yes, Mistress?
Commander, you are in charge of the battle for Headlock Station. It would be honorable if you can conquer it. But if Starfleet manages to reactivate their systems, pull out our forces and detonate the bomb.
As you wish, Mistress.
End of intercepted transmission. Elia, I picked up a Starfleet comm message that might interest you.
Dufresne to Commander Calavera. Tapak and myself have found the way to the lower levels. We will soon be able to reactivate energy.
Uh-oh. Loki, is my compression rifle charged?
Dufresne to Calavera. Tapak and myself are making progress. We will soon be able to reactivate energy.
Excellent. Keep us informed. Calavera out.
Before we can restore energy in the whole of Headlock Station, we have to re-enable the old systems down here. I suggest you go to the maintenance room in subsection 8 and switch them on. I will go to the energy core room directly and reroute the power circuits. Once you are done, come back to this elevator and follow me down.
Alright, Tapak. You're the boss.
Beware of the vermin. They are said to be quite aggressive when left alone for this long.
Hey, I faced Klingons. I could certainly cope with a few critters. This is the room I've been looking for. I should be able to activate the system with that console over there. Tapak, I can't get back to the elevator. The corridor is blocked. Thanks. I'll try that.
Tepak to Calavera. According to my calculations, we should reach the core room in a few minutes. We will then reactivate the main energy grid. Gordon, I'm in the core room, but I need your help with reprogramming the control matrix. Most corridors have collapsed in the region you are in, but you can reach the core room by using the ventilation system again.
These damn shafts are becoming my second home.
Gordon, we're nearly finished. Reprogram the control matrix with the new protocols. Good, that's it. Now you can activate the energy.
DeFroy, don't push that button!
Lieutenant Marks, we thought you were dead.
I nearly was, but someone found me. May I introduce you to Elia Erickson? Elia, that's DeFroy and Tepak.
Delighted.
Lieutenant, what is going on? Who is this? Why mustn't I reactivate energy?
Like he said, my name is Erickson. You could say I'm from Federation Intelligence, and you mustn't reactivate energy, because the Klingons have placed a very strong bomb in your outpost. If they detect the energy buildup, they will not hesitate to detonate it.
But that's not logical. Why would the Klingons destroy what they want to conquer?
It's because Hetlek Station is a mere bonus to the Klingons. Conquer if you can, destroy if you must. Their real objective is something called Colony 7.
Why should we believe you?
Fine, she's trustworthy. She risked her life to save me.
So, what do you propose to do?
Someone has to secure the bomb. Only then can energy be restored. I will transfer the coordinates of the bomb to your commander. Lieutenant Marks will stay here and wait for the signal to activate the energy.
And where do Tupac and myself fit into your plans?
I need someone to accompany me to Colony 7. You're not my first choice, but you have to take what you can get.
I'm flattered. Nice ship you got there. Bit small, though.
Size doesn't matter. I keep hearing this from guys like you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Next stop, Colony 7.
I still can't believe we even came with you. Our friends are still fighting for their lives at Hetlek Station.
Believe me, Starfleet, you'll be fighting for your life soon enough. Okay, we have to find out exactly what Norton and the Klingons are up to.
One moment. Norton? Lieutenant Norton?
Yes, he's the one that sabotaged Hetlek Station.
One moment. Norton? I mean, he's the most irritating person I know. But treason? I don't believe it.
Believe it or not, we have to stop him.
Have you any further information about the Klingons and their motivations?
Yes, apparently Tagara is head of some sort of sect whose goal is to restore the Empire to its former glory. In other words, to wage war against everybody.
Including the Federation.
Especially against the Federation. My guess is that they hope to find advanced technology in this alien colony in order to take control of the Klingon Empire.
Makes sense. So how do we go on from here?
We separate and find Norton and Tagara. Then we find out what their goal is and keep them from achieving it.
Sounds easy enough.
Those are Norton's security robots. suddenly feel so light? Either gravity's changed, or this blood run diet finally paid off.
To Gordon, I have gained access to the computer core. The Universal Translator has problems with the grammar, but apparently, Colony 7 was part of a powerful empire several thousand years ago.
I hate to interrupt, but I can't have you nosing around in my computer core.
T'Pok, what's the matter? Come in!
Mr. Fresno, I'm afraid your Vulcan friend isn't available for chat anymore.
Lieutenant Norton? What have you done to T'Pok?
Oh, I am no lieutenant. My identity of Lieutenant E. Norton is largely a result of clever tinkering with Starfleet systems. As far as your Vulcan friend is concerned, I never quite figured out how to set those phases of yours to stun.
You bastard.
Something's going on down there.
Norton, Mistress Tagara sends us. We are to bring you before here.
Tell her I need only a couple of hours more. Then she will get all the technology she desires. In this case, I have no choice. Robots, initiate secondary protocol.
Ilya to Gordon. Norton and his robots have started fighting the Klingons.
I only hope the Klingons will torture him a little when they get to him.
Hey, we're talking about the Klingons here. Cruelty is what they're all about. Lieutenant Norton, I presume?
Ah, the rather inquisitive and mysterious young lady. Somehow I expected you to turn up.
Whatever. I'll put an end to your operation here. And to you.
This really won't be necessary. I admit, using the Klingons for this operation has caused considerable inconvenience.
But in the end, it will be worth it.
I think the dead Starfleet officers in Headleg Station would think a little differently about this.
You have no idea what this is all about. You see, once I was I was one of the leading scientists in high-energy subspace physics. But real progress was nearly impossible. You know why? Regulation upon regulation. Because they're afraid we accidentally destroyed the fabric of space, or create subspace weapons. I valued the progress of science higher than the fear of ignorant bureaucrats. So I was expelled from the scientific community, stripped of all support and resources. Then, one day I accidentally stumbled over an alien artifact, and I found out that it contained data. It was from a civilization incredibly advanced, especially in subspace physics. They had created a device that could draw energy from subspace itself, something that the Federation science is hundreds of years from achieving. After years and years of search, I was able to pinpoint the planet the device was located on, Headleg 12. The 7th colony. In here, I couldn't have turned to Starfleet for help. If they had found out about Colony 7, they would have spent decades just searching for the place for security risks, or they would even have blown it up, like they did with the Iconium facility a few years ago.
So, you decided to turn to those Klingons for help.
Yes, Tagara and her sect have proven quite useful, but that usefulness has ended. Now if you excuse me, I'm afraid I'm a little short of time. I don't know how long my security bots can keep the Klingons away. So I have to find a way to activate the internal defense systems of Colony 7.
Norton, stand back from the console. Now!
I won't let you distract me from my work. Why don't you go and fight those Klingons? They were the ones who tortured you after all. I took the liberty of locking the door. Whoever you are a danger to my research, and I'm afraid I can't let you get away. The concentration of the gas will be fatal soon. I wish you a quick death.
Go to hell, Norton. Norton and his robots have started fighting the Klingons.
I only hope the Klingons will torture him a little when they get to him.
Hey, we're talking about the Klingons here. Cruelty is what they're all about.
I really regret this. It will be over soon.
Seems like I'm right on time, Lieutenant.
Very nice timing indeed.
Mistress, Norton sent most of these robots to safeguard this machine. We were able to destroy them under heavy casualties.
It looks quite impressive. So this is what Norton was after. Can you access its computer?
There's a holographic recording.
Computer log, leading scientist. This cursed device will be the undoing of our whole civilization. Everything seemed to go smoothly when we activated it for the first time. But then the device suddenly destabilized and caused a shockwave in subspace, all but destroying it. The whole sector is affected. No more warp travel is possible. Subspace communications are only very limited. Energy is leaking from what is left of subspace, making people, animals, and plants ill, slowly killing all of us. I only hope that on some of the more outlying colonies a few of our people can survive. But for us on Colony 7, there is no hope. We can't even destroy the device. It would only make the situation worse. All we can do is seal the colony and hope that no one will ever find it.
This is even better than what Norton promised us.
Mistress?
Don't you understand it, fool? If we can bring this device into Klingon space, we could force our will upon the High Council. Those cowards wouldn't risk the very existence of the Klingon Empire. I could even bring them to making me Empress. Prepare this device for transport to the flagship.
Yes, Mistress?
Look at this. They want to beam this whole floating thing up.
It's huge. This must be the device Norton spoke of. It's some kind of power plant. Seems like we're too late. The Klingons just finished setting up the signal enhancers. Slim chance of stopping them at this point.
I didn't go this far just to give up now. We can go in, weapons blazing.
Quite. I see Tagara.
Mistress, the device is ready for transport.
Tagara to flagship. You can beam up the device now.
Into Mars, I've located the bomb.
Okay, I'll power up energy. Don't miss his uplink, or we're all done for.
You do your job, I'll do mine.
I get enormous energy readings from the Starfleet outpost. Shields and weapons are already powering up.
It seems that Starfleet has overcome Norton's sabotage. Execute the secondary plan. Beam the device up when that is done.
Yes, Mistress. Communications, inform the transporter room and the other ships. We are beaming our troops back up from Hadlock Station. And open a channel to Colonel Crops. Colonel Crops, you have the honor of detonating the bomb. I wish you a good journey to Stavokor.
Link to Colorado. The bomb is secured.
Excellent work. We've already raised shields and are activating the phaser turrets.
Why doesn't the coward activate the bomb?
What is the matter? Why don't you beam up the device?
Mistress, the secondary plan has failed. Our small fleet is no match for the outpost. We must leave.
Stay and fight, you coward!
I'm sorry, Mistress. Helm, take us out of here.
No! If I cannot take this device with me, I will activate it here. It will at least plunge this sector of Federation space into chaos. No warp travel, no subspace communications. All those Federation citizens dying from subspace energy leaking into their bodies. Yes, I think I quite like that idea.
Look at that, the machine is powering up.
Must be Tagara's doing.
Remember what Tapak said about a device connected to a catastrophe? This must be it.
Yeah, you're right. We better stop it. See those electric charges? They seem to supply the device with energy. You try and shut them off. I'll see what I can do with those consoles. Hurry up, Gordon. The power-up process will soon be complete. Good work, Gordon. Wait. The device had already reached the final stage of the power-up process before you switched the node off. We weren't fast enough. If I read this data correctly, the only chance of stopping the device now is by deactivating it from the inside. Look for an elevator that will take you to the second floor of the big room. There you will find a hover unit that is used to enter the control center of the device. But watch those discharges.
You're not worried about me, are you?
Pure egotism. If you die, I have to enter this thing myself.
Gordon to Aaliyah. I'm hit. The elevator is destroyed.
Okay. Stay where you are. I will take over from here. Okay. Stay where you are. I will take over from here. I have to reach the hover unit over there. It should take me inside the machine. We did it, Gordon. It's powering down.
This one's collapsed too. Seems like we're trapped in here.
Don't worry. Your Starfleet friends will surely come looking for us.
I'm not worried about us. Tigera has now plenty of time to escape.
Doesn't matter. She has lost much today. It will take her long to recover. So, now we have to find something to keep us busy until Starfleet digs us out.
Do you have something in mind?
Yes.
Tongo?
No.
Poker?
I'm giving you one last guess.